The bell is tolling. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we're going to look at Le'Veon Bell, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Brissett to throw on first. And, right away, he lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
What's tight? Tight is right. We got 3.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard. He can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backstories that you're going to get. This is a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, has beaten that, and now is one of the better players in the NFL.
Brissett off the play fake to White. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
First down, here's White. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run on first down. It's White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. White's numbers from a week ago. 18 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
On second and very short, Brissett. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here's Brissett, and a dump off to White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jordan Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 27. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. The quick slant caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but Some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's... New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. To throw is Brissett.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brissett. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brissett again. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
Again, it's Brissett. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Into the air once more, it's Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's get it together, defense.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. We have an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Darnold. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
He's checking.
And the blitz does come. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot. But it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Mike 54. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Under pressure, they got him again.
Back him up, back him up.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw, Brissett under pressure again, and down he goes again. Raekwon McMillan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Back now in Foxborough as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 40-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. The first carry for Josh Adams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Adams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Let's go.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now Bell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So the Patriots now down 20-17. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Brissett, he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. He finds Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. He's back to throw. And able to complete this one to McLeod. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the focus shifts to the Jets. Trailing by 4. 24 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
We won it. Come to my work.
Darnold Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a